Hi everybody, I'm Bobbie Giarratana and I work with Coldwell Banker Real Estate in Berkeley, California. Escrow, title companies, what are they? Why do we need them? I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk about that today and answer some frequently asked questions that come up during transactions. First of all, I can explain that they are necessary as a neutral third party to the transaction. There are generally two parties to any transaction. There's the buyer and the seller, but we forget about the neutral third party that's there to give everybody some reassurance that the agreed upon terms, the mutually agreed upon terms between the buyer and the seller have been met before the property is sold, before the transaction closes. They provide some other services during the transaction, like holding on to the buyer's deposit money until transaction closes. They do recordings of various documents. One of the most important things they provide is very early on in the transaction, which is the preliminary title report. That has various bits of information in it that's really important to know before buying or selling the property. One of the first things you read in the preliminary title report is what's called a legal description of the lot. Most of the language in a legal description makes absolutely no sense at all to the average person, but you give that information to a surveyor, they read it and come out to the property and do a measurement of the property, and they can actually define the real edges of the lot, and the boundaries will be marked. It is not let's say it's a costly process and not everybody uses one. Generally people rely on their fences if there's no dispute between neighbors, if there's no other compelling reason to get a survey. I say a fence is not a good description of the edge of your lot because fences move when neighbors put them up or take them down. But if you have a good relationship with your neighbor, you know what they say about fences. Anyway, you're on your side, I'm on my side. That's the sort of functional edge of our lots. Then another thing that the preliminary title report will identify is who's on title. And it's important, it seems obvious, but it's important to know who is selling the property. It will also describe whether or not there are any loans that the current owner has on the property or any taxes that they owe. All that needs to be paid off prior to close of escrow or right at close of escrow with the seller's funds. It will also describe whether or not there are any easements on the lot that will affect your use as the owner of the property in the future. And then there'll be some information describing various types of title insurance that you can buy, and that will be required if you're getting a loan for the property. It's a good idea to have it. Costs for escrow services vary. It depends on how much the property is being sold for and what the loan amount is, and various other services that they provide during the transaction. But if you need more information about this, I'm happy to chat. You can reach me at via my email. It's bobbie@imakeyourmove.com. Bobbie is spelled Bobbie, or through my website, imakeyourmove.com. And I look forward to chatting with you in the future. Thanks.